Boyer, he's been one of the few bright spots today, and he's going to continue that here with a hit out into left field to get Jason Gill out. He's over 3 on the day, but gets hold of this one. It's going to drop fair. Should be extra bases. What's good, everybody? And for today's episode, we have got a good one here with our drafts only franchise, as we are in the month of May and coming off a pretty hot start in April. We aren't one of the more talented teams in the league, but we have been hitting well, tied for the lead in the division. I wanted to give a quick stat update from the team to see what's gotten us off to this hot start. And looks like we're getting a lot of good offense, which, you know, is the strength of this team. And if we're going to be good this year for the entirety of this season, it's going to be coming from the offense. And speaking of offense, Kevin Sandoval, for some reason, just way outplays his ratings in this game. I know he's got some good power on him. His contact against righties certainly isn't in any sort of bad spot, but he still is not the most talented hitter in this lineup, but continues to impress. He's hitting even better than he was last year. He's on a hot streak right now, and the season is still young, but let's hope he can keep that up, as we have a lot of people hitting over 300 currently. Stolen bases is something we're always going to be pretty strong in, just because that's how we've drafted it. It's not even intentional. I'm not drafting people because they can steal bases. I'm drafting them for their other skill sets, and I just happen to also be able to steal as well. On base percentage, 4 people over 400 is quite nice to see. Slugging, we have 3 people over 500, Rincon, Sandoval, and Benito Vasquez. Those are definitely our 3 best sources of power. And then Alden Evans enters the conversation as those with an OPS above 900. So the offense doing really well to start the season. Alden Evans has drawn 20 walks, and that's certainly helping his OPS. Blake Boyer has struck out 26 times, still having a pretty good year, and he is doing really well in the episodes, in the games that we're watching. 3 triples for Alden Evans so far is quite nice. Let's go ahead and look at WAR. Jason Gill currently leads us with Alden Evans right behind. And then Alberto Rincon and Kevin Sandoval rounded out with Carl McIntyre to kind of see the top of the position players. Buster Pringle having a pretty solid year in terms of ERA, but 148 whip is pretty high for him, actually. And I'm kind of surprised that we're seeing so much success with this level of pitching. There's not a ton of excellent pitching going on. Daniel Driver has been really good, as has Julian Quintana and David Ryan in the bullpen. But we really have 2 pitchers that are playing really well, one that's playing all right. So I guess it's not super surprising. Just the guys that I was counting on being good at the AAA level this year haven't quite been there. Juan Lima, Julian Quintana, and Diego Moya all have 1.0 WAR. And Diego Moya will be the pitcher that we will be watching play in today's episode. He's our highest upside lefty currently in the organization. Bartolo Ordonez is definitely looking to decrease that walks per 9 rating for sure. Not the rating, but the statistic for the year. Probably also his rating. We'd like that to go up though instead of down. So let's hop into the gameplay. Today we'll be watching only one game. That's all I had time to record. If you've noticed, I haven't been posting videos as often lately. I've been a little bit crunched for time. Just with things going on outside of this channel. I also just have other things going on. So that's left less time for recording, but I'm still very much having fun with these MLB the Show 23 franchises. Diego Moya will start his day with a strikeout here in the rain. This one swung on by Sam Lima, chasing that slider inside. Will get him out at first here now. First two batters retired by Moya. Here comes number 3. Jeremy Prater is going to be chasing as well. So he's got a couple batters to chase here in the first inning. That's the kind of stuff you like to see from your pitchers. And Carl McIntyre actually hasn't had the greatest start to the year. We talked about guys who have been really good, but we didn't see Carl McIntyre at the top of many of those graphics. Still, I think was 5th place in terms of WAR, which just means he's having a good impact on the field, which is what in the end we truly drafted him for, is to be a true center fielder. Jason Gill will also be out here after he flew out to left field. Thought that might drop for a second, couldn't get it to do so. Alden Evans 1-2 pitch. He's swinging on the slider outside, and so the Knights go down 1-2-3 to start the day. Moya gets that one hit from the fastball low in the zone, but that one easily retired on to first base. Cut on there by Dominique Cuevas, but couldn't find contact. He tried to check a swing, couldn't get it done. And then a slider will get another strikeout. So Moya, impressive first 2 innings for him. Alberto Rincon hitting .333 on the year. He's going to draw a walk. And this is the kind of guy that, if we're going to be promoting to MLB anytime soon, which, I mean, we're having a really good start to the year. It might be as soon as this year. To win AA and then AAA championships consecutively would be something that I had not predicted going into the year. But we wouldn't have a lot of MLB ready hitters, but Alberto Rincon would certainly be one of them. Martin Dempsey would go down on the strikeout as well, and so 2 outs now for Kevin Sandoval. He's going to ground out to first, and so the Knights can't get anything going off of the leadoff walk. Matthew Lugo up for Indianapolis, but Carl McIntyre able to run down that hit for the second out here, top of the 3rd. Moya now 2-2 pitch. That one's high, and it is caught by Benito Vasquez in the infield. So still no offense to speak of. 2.5 innings into this one. Can our offense start to pop off a bit? It's not going to start with Vasquez. Made a good play on defense just a couple seconds ago. Can't translate it to a hit on the other side. Boyer also hitting over 300 on the year. That might be a bit surprising, but he has always really kind of been impressing for now several episodes in a row, as he will get that one to drop in for a single. Carl McIntyre, this one's hit well to right field. Can that one be extra bases? No, it can't. Run down over near the warning track. Thought for sure that was a hit coming off the bat, just couldn't quite find its way onto the ground. Jason Gill will fly out to center, and so we will strand Boyer on base, and the score remains 0-0. That was a miss right over the middle of the plate by Moya. Madden struck it well, but McIntyre was able to track it down. That brings up Lima, 0 for 1 on the day thus far. That fastball in hits pretty well, but McIntyre once again getting a little bit of exercise here in the top of the 4th. Second consecutive fly out to center. And that would end the inning for Indianapolis. They would go down quietly once again. Alden Evans turned to fly out to center now. Seen a lot of flyouts. A lot of these guys aren't getting terrible contact on the ball. They're just not finding the gaps. Not great contact here from Rincon, however, so he won't get on base for a second time here. 2 outs now, bottom of the 4th. Leandro Velasquez, can he make something happen? He's had some big moments here in this series thus far. This won't be the biggest of moments, but he will be able to extend the inning with a 2-out single here, getting through the gap between the short and the third baseman. Full count for Marty Dempsey. He's swinging on it. The slider will clip the zone and retire him. Nick Gonzalez up to the plate. He's going to ground out over to Benito Vasquez. First out acquired here, top of the 5th. So far been a pitcher's duel here in the rain. Seems like we see that not super infrequently at the minor league level. I'm excited to eventually get up to the majors just because I feel like offense in general is a little bit more, you know, readily available in the majors. But Indianapolis here now has a man in scoring position with only 1 out. They're looking to bring their first run across the board. Malcolm Nunez, 1-0 pitch. Lifted deep to right. Velasquez able to track it down, however. It will advance a runner to third, but with 2 outs, we just need 1 more to keep this game tied at 0. This one's chopped, low in the zone, and retired. So Indianapolis, the closest they've been to scoring thus far in this one, but couldn't quite bring anyone home. Sandoval is 0 for 1 in today's game, and he will not be getting his first hit here, as that will be a fly out to right on the 3-1 pitch. Vasquez gets some nice contact on that pitch low in the zone, but it's tracked down to left. Couldn't quite get enough lift under it for it to fall down. Blake Boyer, he's been one of the few bright spots today, and he's going to continue that here with a hit out into left field. This one could be extra bases. And he slides into second, just safe in time. And so Blake Boyer has been the savior thus far of the offense. The only guy that's been able to consistently be getting on base. This is the strength of our team. How can we not string some hits together here? Carl McIntyre, can he extend the inning? No, he's looking at a circle change inside the zone. Don't know what he was looking for there, but needs to do a better job of protecting, particularly when that was our best opportunity to score we've had in quite some time. Lugo's going to get a leadoff single here, top of the 6th. So Moya needing to put together a solid inning from this point forward, but he's going to allow a base runner here in Nick Raposo, and that's well struck. That's going to be extra bases and score a run. Kind of hit weird off the wall. Took Velasquez a minute to field it. And so the 0-0 tie is no more. Moya hoping to keep that damage to just 1 run, though. You always believe in our offense to be able to string together at least 1 good inning in a game. If we can't do that, then what are we even doing here? Jeremy Prater would fly out to Velasquez to end the 6th, so we would allow just the 1 run, but puts a little bit of pressure on our offense now. Game's no longer tied. We got to step up and get something done. Both teams, 3 hits here thus far. 0-2 pitch for Jason Gill. He's going to go around that circle change low. I can't blame him. That pitch fools me quite often myself. But Alden Evans is going to fly out to left, right behind him. Just the inability to string together any bit of momentum is so frustrating here. Alberto Rincon's going to find the gap, so he gets on base for the 2nd time. It's really been the Rincon and Boyer show offensively. And even then, like, Rincon has a walk and a single. That's our 2nd best performance right now on offense. Got to get something going. Velasquez gets a pitch right over the middle. He struck it well, but just not well enough. That's going to be a generous call on the inside pitch for strike 3 on Nick Gonzalez there. Full count now for Dominique Cuevas. And that's another strikeout. This one a little bit more of a great call from the ump, as that was certainly a strikeout worthy pitch there. But Nunez would not allow us to strike out. 1, 2, 3 here, as he'll get on base. But 2-2 coming up. Still have a chance to strike out the side. We won't do that, but Dempsey will field it over at third. And the score will remain the same. Nick Neidert, their pitcher, would end up getting injured here on this play in the 7th. So now, finally forced into the bullpen here, bottom of the 7th. Can we get something going? This is our best opportunity to take a hold of this game, as Kevin Sandoval is going to reach on a walk, but Benito Vasquez strikes out just behind him. Blake Boyer 2 for 2 in this day. Can he continue his momentum? He's going to do it. Blake Boyer's been excellent today. Now 3 for 3, trying to single-handedly put some runs on the board for the Knights. I mean, you can always single-handedly do it with a home run. That's not the particular strength of this team, though. McIntyre now 0 for 3 today. Can he get a runner across? Yes, he can. And Charlotte is going to tie this game up. Finally, we score a run. I just tend to expect a lot more from this offense. We have the best contact at the AAA level. But Indianapolis would be making an immediate change at pitcher. Wouldn't even allow their man to last through the inning. He did allow a walk and 2 hits. So, understandable change here. Hoping to get Jason Gill out. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but gets hold of this one. It's going to drop fair. Should be extra bases. And should score at least 1, if not 2. We will try to get that second run. Throw home, not in time. Not with the speed of Carl McIntyre on the base pass. And so Jason Gill, a 2-run single, will give Charlotte the lead. Alden Evans now looking to extend the inning even longer. This one is lifted to left. It will be caught, but a lot of damage done there by the Knights with 2 outs. That's the kind of offense I've been waiting for all day long. Wish we didn't have to wait until the 7th to get it. But as the saying goes, better late than never. The Knights would make a pitching change here in the 8th, going to David Ryan. Hoping to now protect the lead that we have recently acquired. And now that puts Diego Moya in, a chance to actually come away with a win here as he pitched 7 consecutive and full innings to start the game. And we led after said 7 innings. But Matthew Lugo would be retired to start the top of the 8th. 1-2 pitch now. The running fastball swung on and missed by Nick Raposo. So 2 straight outs acquired here by David Ryan. Now going for the 3. And he gets a man swinging on the running fastball below the zone. Nice inning from Ryan. We're looking to maybe extend our lead here as Alberto Rincon is going to get this one into left center field. Struck well. Will be a leadoff double for him. So he continues a pretty strong outing. And now a single, a double, and a walk all today. It's really been him and Boyer. Too bad they've hit, 5 spots apart all day long. And it just took everybody else until the 7th inning to kind of show up. Leandro Velasquez would ground out here, but he would advance the runner, so any sort of hit from Kevin Sandoval here will bring him across. Just gets that past the glove of the third baseman. Now Kevin Sandoval gets in on the RBI fun. A lot of the cornerstone pieces of the franchise getting involved in the late parts of this game. That's what you like to see, some clutch hitting to put us in a good spot to win this game. Vasquez has not had a good day offensively, so he will ground out to end the inning though. But we had 3 hits at the end of the 6th, I believe, so the last 2 innings have been really kind to us. Ezra Rodriguez, our closer, would come in to try to secure the Charlotte Knight victory here, getting ahead of Sam Lima 0-2. This one is going to miss on a slurve well outside the zone. Got to have some nasty stuff to get somebody swinging at that, especially somebody at the top of their order. This isn't some 8th hitter that he's getting the chase. Jeremy Prater is going to fly out to right. Now 2 down, 1 to go, and we can come out of here victorious. Nick Gonzalez is going to extend the game for a little bit here with a 2-out single. But it wouldn't be too long before the Knights would come out and secure the victory. Dominic Cuevas grounding out here, and like I said, Charlotte would come out and get the win here. Pretty boring offensive game for the most part, but livened up at the end, which is something I can be appreciative of. That's all I have for this episode. Didn't have a ton of time to record, but next episode we've got draft preview and we've got a lot more, and so that will be an exciting episode. It'll be coming out soon, and I will see you then.
For Indianapolis.